Hi, my name is Shyam, and in this video, we are going to discuss two Linux commands. I know this sounds less, but you'll understand how interesting this video is going to be when you see the hands-on session. And on the screen, you will see what all commands we are going to discuss. One is grep, and another is find. And without further ado, let's get started with this hands-on session of demonstration of how these commands actually work. Now I'm on the screen over here. I'll just right click and open git bash over here. And also before getting started, I'll just maximize for better visibility over here. At the same time, I will open this file manager also. At right. Now, what I'll do is before getting started, I will just create two empty files just for the sake of example. Touch1.txt, touch2.txt. Right click ls, yes, you can verify these two files are created. Now, observe this. I will store some input in one.txt file. Let's say I will take the same regular example. I'll store the fruit names apple, banana, and orange. Click enter control C. You can verify whether it is stored or not. You can see three fruit names are actually created over here. Now, the next first command what we are going to see is grep. In simple terms, if you want to explain what this grep is all about, this will help you to find a specific word, whether it is stored in a file or not. Let's say, for example, we stored this fruit names, right? Let's say, for example, I want to find this word apple is actually stored in this one.txt file that we created just now. Let's verify. I will use this command. I'll write the string of what exact word that we want to find out in one.txt file. And if I type enter, you won't get the output. You should notice the thing that I did a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's like the apple, the first letter that you see over here, it starts from capital. But the query that you have given over here, apple, A starts from small. There is an issue in this case sensitivity. To avoid this, you can type -I, which will remove the case sensitivity. Even though if you give if you give the word small a, capital A also, it will able to find and verify whether it is stored or not. Let's see. And you can see apple output is given. That's the fruit name that is stored in one.txt file. Next is about this one and -in. Now what this will do is one.txt file. You see one over here, the number one. This is nothing but this will display the line number that is stored. It will show you the line number that this word is stored in one.txt file. That is the functionality of INN. Now there is another thing, INH, apple one.txt. Now notice this. This will give you the output of the file also. It will also show the line number of this word apple that is stored in one.txt file. Now why this one.txt output is shown over here? Now consider this scenario. We have created two.txt file, right? Let us try to give some input. Let me try to give some. We'll store the fruit name same as we stored in the one.txt file, but in different order. Let's do it. Now I'll try orange, orange, apple, banana, cat, 2.txt. Now you see all these fruits are stored. Now notice this, I and H. I will find out the apple. Let me just show the output also. It will be better understandable for you of how what we are going to do over here. One.txt, two.txt. Now what this command will do is it will find out whether apple word apple is stored in 1.txt and 2.txt. If yes, display the line number also of where this is actually stored and also output the file name. Let's see. You can see over here it is saying that in 1.txt file there is a word called as apple, and that apple word is in line number 1. But if you see in 2.txt, the apple word is stored in line number 2. You can verify it over here. In 1.txt file, apple is stored in line number 1, and in 2.txt file, apple word is stored in line number 2. That is the same output that is shown over here. Hope you are able to understand what this grep command is all about. This is grep command. Now the next command is all about. Before that, I will create one more file python.py command is called as find. Now what I'll do is, let's say we have this file, right? 1.txt, 2.txt, python.py. Now let's assume that I don't know the exact spelling of the file name. I want to find whether there is a file called as which starts from letter O. That's the thing I want to find out. Now what I'll do is in this directory I want to find whether there is a file name that starts with O, and then I don't know the rest of the spelling that what is about that file name exactly. That's why I put a star over here and put this query inside quotes. Now hit enter. Now you will see, yes, it is showing that there is a file name that starts with letter O. This is the functionality of this. And there is another way of how you can use this command. And let's say you want to find out files that ends with .txt extension. And you can see there are two files that ends with .txt file. And if you want to find out if there is a file that ends with .py, yes, you can see python.py. There is a file that ends with .py. These are the two commands that I wanted to discuss, and hope you have understood what these two commands, and hope you have found out interesting of how we can find specific words that is stored in a specific file, and how to compare, and how to find out specific file names and file extensions and all. Hope you have understood, and keep learning, and hope you see in the next video. Bye bye.